Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today I'm going to be working on my 365 calendar challenge. I normally do on Mondays. Kind of got behind this week, didn't think of any ideas. But first I want to show you some books I found in my house. I was looking for watercolor pencils that I know I have a box of somewhere, and ran across these. So I thought this was interesting, called Color Your Home. This is something I'll probably end up doing. This looks cool, right? You put the, they don't even have washers in it, they just have holes, but you put washers in there, cover it up, and then you use that to, with an elastic, this, you can tell how old this is, it's pretty well stretched out, but you put an elastic on there to close a book. So I'm going to use that at some point. Thought that was kind of cool. So this is called Color Your Home. I think we got it probably when we were moving in here to decorate this house. Copyright 2005. Oh, it was even after that. We moved in here in 2002. So it's 2005. But there is some fun color stuff in here, and tabs, and I don't know, I might pull out pages and use this book, or glue pages onto here and use this with the tabs. But there's a lot of pages in here with these fun squares of color. I pull those out and use for tags. They have that several, just, you know, every color combination you can think of. And we got neutrals, same thing. Fun stuff. And then we get back here after this, then we have these, which have numbers on it, but they're perforated. So I thought these could be fun to, you know, even make stamps out of or something. But I've got several pages of these. Like, how fun are those, all perforated? I mean, it just keeps going and going and going and going and going. Like, I got pages of stamps. All right, and then I got this section called Mix and Match. Reminds me of a kid, where they have these little flips, and you can go ahead and, you know, mix and match what colors that you wanted to use. I mean, I'm picking some weird combinations here, but you know what I'm saying here. So, yeah, mix and match. Like, there's got to be some idea here to do something very cool. Even just to play with, to have that book. And I got a cute little envelope back here thing that I might be able to use or something. But yeah, I mean, there's, not sure what I'm going to use with it yet, but I thought I would show you something in the future here. So very cool. Color Your Home. All right, so the next thing I found was this street map in a drawer, and 2001 edition. Very long. I'm going to be using this today because I don't need this street map, but I mean, look how I got pages and stuff here. There's just a ton of pages with street names, like if you were looking for Park Lane, like how many Park Lanes there are, drives, Park Lane East, Park Lane West, Park Places, and it would give you what city it was in, and what page number it's in, and the grid number, so you can find, you know, your friend tells you they live on Southampton in, I don't know, COC, I don't know what COC is. Yeah, you can find the page, find their street map. And what else is interesting in here is the way they got it set up is they have it like if you had a huge map and it would just have all the grids. So, I mean, they got pages that are hooked to Chicago with Lake Michigan. So we go, and we got just tons of blue pages of Lake Michigan to, just a little bit, just kind of interesting how they have it laid out for that. And then farther in the book, when they get more, you know, away from Illinois, or away from the big city, they've got more pages that are like nothing. There's a state park and a tiny town. I don't think there's any towns in here. There's Polk County, some zip codes. There might be some tiny, there's a little cemetery there. So there's probably a little bit houses in here, but I just thought this was interesting. I am using this book. I've ripped out some pages that I have here that I'm going to use for my 365 challenge. I have ripped them out and I have cut them to get the fun edge off for those. just because I wanted it for the project. I probably could use it some other way, but like I might even just use these at some point in some books because they're just, you know, words like fillers. These would be great pages. So I was quite excited to find this, a notes page. Look, I can get an upcoming edition. I wonder how many upcoming editions ended up going after 2001 from how we use maps nowadays. Like, I mean, it's almost like an heirloom, like you should keep it, right? Okay, but I digress. Moving on. All right, so let me show you the first one that I did and some of the other stuff I'm going to use with it. Okay, so here's one that I created with the street map. This one I used just one of the plain pages. And what I'm going to use with them is I also found this recently in a pile I had where I've got these large advertising things that I printed on to an off-white thicker piece of paper I had. Postcards and advertisements and actually I think that might be a part of a Tim Holtz page. Yeah, so I have these that are a little bit thicker. I've got a couple that I pulled out already that I wanted to use for this. So what I'm making is a big page that we can insert into something. And of course now I can't find my other page. There it is. Okay, so here is just a regular digital page that you would have in your book. So what we're making today is where you would have this as its own page. So that would be one side. You'd have, you know, your rest signatures, and then here's the other side with a flip out. So making a signature page that goes into a book with a large item, kind of extending it and a flip. If that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Okay, so I have done two already where I have, this one I've glued. Now this one I picked because this flower picture I have for my book has got some pinks and purples and greens. So I picked up Page of Chicago that's just got tons of colors, pinks, purples, greens. That's green, so I'll make that one. And this I actually found a page in my font book. I've used these fonts before. I'm not sure if I'll use another one for it, but these were at the back of the book, and I thought these would be fun to be able to fold as journal pages because they have, you know, that and that. So I've got this one that I'm using for this. So it's really, I mean, you do not have to have these same type of pages to make an extended thing, but I just thought it would be kind of interesting to add a heavier kind of journal card that you would use normally to another page to extend it. So here is this one. All right, so let's move on. I'll show you how I did these, and we'll get some paper and that. Okay, so I've got 3 of these left. All right, so for this one, I was thinking about using this one because it's got some pinks and greens on it. So let me show you what we did. Now I'm gonna go ahead and decide which card I want to use with it. I'm thinking I'm gonna use that one because it has, it's not really green, but it seems to have a hint of green. I'm just gonna throw a little ink on the outside. I forgot to do that earlier, so sorry. Hopefully you're doing well today. Good old September is really here. It got cool last night, which we had the windows open, which is awesome, but it's got hot again today, so I had to put the air on. So it's like, I think we're in that up and down kind of week where it's warm, it's cold, warm, cold. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm going to glue this onto this page. Now this page is 10 and a half. Yeah, 10 and a half by 8 and a half. So it's almost like a digital. Just happened to be, luckily, to do that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to glue this onto one of these pages, about 2 inches of this, So we're gonna go ahead and take this. You can measure it if you want. The first couple I measured, but after that, I'm like, it just needs to be enough to hold the page on. So I'll put a little bit of glue on here, and we're gonna go ahead and do our best to do it straight. And put this over and see if this looks straight, which it did not. Oh, I lost my straightener. Oh, there you are. Well, I could have done a much better job of putting this on. Okay, I think we should be able to still fix it. All right, so I am going to take a, I was gonna say a ruler, but it's a scoreboard, and I'm going to use this to do the score. Now, I'm going to do this 5.5 inches because most of the digitals are, when they're 11.5, becomes 5.5. So there we go. And you can see why I did about 2 inches in here, because these were, I don't know, 4.5 inches. So I didn't want to go to, I wanted to make sure that this was not all the way in the side. So measure that to 5.5. Now for the other side, we don't have to measure. We can just fold to make the other 5.5 by just doing this, because we know that one side is 5.5. So we're just going to do this, and yeah, town right next to where I live. And this is probably part of the Midwin National Tallgrass Prairie. There's a buffalo there, or bison, buffalo or bison, that are in that conservation area. Yeah. Okay, so there is that, and we will go ahead and decorate it. I am going to decorate this side, but could definitely leave that as pretty enough, and we could decorate that side, or we could decorate this flap, or we could decorate that side. Lots of options. Now, what's nice about this, the way I printed it on the off-white heavier background, this is a whole spot to journal. Like I said, I could decorate it, but that would take away some journaling for this. Okay. All right, so the next one is this one. And I was thinking about doing this one because greens and yellows. And I saw this as I was flipping through that had some gold on there. So I think I'm going to use this one. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to glue on that side. Actually, I think I'll glue over there. Okay, so I'm going to just take a bit of glue going down there. Well, that one glued on a lot better. All right, so we're going to take this, and we're going to find out where 5.5 inches is, right there. Okay, so we got that. And then you straight. Trying to get it straight. All right. And we're going to fold this back. And since it's really on a different page or a different side of a signature, you can, it doesn't have to be exactly equal. I'm just doing it a little less than that because I know that that's like where the book would come out or signature would come out. Can you take that page out already? So I know that we have a signature in there. You know that this knot's going to be sticking out too far, and it works rather well. There we go. Okay, that one's done. And we got one more, and I wonder if I have got a blue. Do I have a blue one of these? I have a dark blue. I think that'd be kind of fun. The other one that I used was, yeah, more of the corners. I think I might use that one. I had picked a map for it, but no reason why I had to. All right, so if we're gonna put this one, let's see. A lot of these were smaller. All right, I think I'm gonna use that one because it's, oh, I do have these, which are much bigger. I think we'll stick with that. Now, the question is, how tall is this page? I think I forgot to check. This page is 8.5 tall, which is fine. You're a little shorter. How do I keep losing that sheet? I don't know. There it is. Oh yeah, that is. Okay, so we're gonna cut a bit off of the width on this when we're done. So we're gonna glue it as best we can to the center, and then we will go ahead and cut it down. Because I'm not gonna cut it down now because when I fold it, it's easier for me to cut straight. So, all right, so let's do that. All right, so I think I'm gonna glue the back of this just because I won't know how tall it is. And we're just gonna do like a stick wide. All right, let's do it on this side. Okay. You are crooked. But what else is new, right? Okay, so we are going to go to 5.5, which is right there. Okay. I think that is going to be it for you. Okay, so this is going to go to about there. Okay, let's get the chompy out. All right, so I'm gonna cut off a little from the top, leaving a little above it, and probably the same for the bottom. Just leave it. And it's definitely shorter than a normal signature page, but that is okay. Here we go in there. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. All right, Chompy Chompy, you can go away. All right, so what's nice about these two is, because they're not all facing, they're facing sideways, so they could technically go, this could be the front of the book, and that could be the back, or that could be the front. And this could fold in if you wanted to. When you have it in the signature, you can have it fold in or fold out. Really, lots of different ways you can go ahead and do it. So, all right. So I think I'm gonna pause the video for a moment and get rid of some of the stuff I don't need, and track down the things that we're gonna add to decorate this. So I'll be right back. All right, I am back. So one thing I forgot to mention when I did this is I did add some washi tape to cover up whatever you want to call it, the seam there. So we're gonna go ahead and find some washi tape to go on these. And I think this will be a nice one, if I can open it. Yeah, that'll be good. And we're just gonna, I'm gonna use a little bit of glue on the ends, just so it stays. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. All right, so we got that, and I have my labels, and I did cut a butterfly for this one. I'm not sure if there's a butterfly on here already. I might track another butterfly down. I didn't pull any of them out, but not gonna say no to it if I feel the whim. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. There we go. It's got a little blue and black and white. You want a piece, something that's got some color. Oh, a ticket. There we go. Just needed a little bit more color, I felt. Yeah, much better. All right, Alex, I put these aside. If I figure that if I want to get some sort of butterfly or something at that point, we will go ahead and add it in a bit. Okay. So these are going to be stored. I'm going to store them in my page binder that I have. I made this a while ago, but I've got the pages that I can use and add them somewhere. Just page ideas and be able to pull them out and add to journals. So I'm going to store them in here to be used as future in future journals. Okay. All right. Do I want to? See, I'm kind of trying to stay away from decorating these sides, even though they could definitely add some decoration, but all right. Now for this one, I think I just want a little bit of a blue. Not too much of a border there. Yeah, let's do this. It's probably hard to tell on camera, but the dots on there are a bit of a gold. so it kind of reminds me of. All right, I'm gonna use the back of this to glue because it's gonna get some glue in about 30 seconds anyway. Yeah, so it's got a bit of gold on there. It kind of reminds you of that. Okay. Oh, this glue stick's about to hit the skids, I think. All right, so I was going to do this one up a little bit more just because I like that. Like that gold. I'm thinking it's part of the letter. I think it was probably like a first letter, like how they make first letters bigger in things. So, okay. That might be better. This looks kind of similar to the handwriting. I'm not sure I want that. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, but I think I'm gonna cut this. Seems a little like it was cut improperly. Whoops, shoot. I think this one could deal with a butterfly. Let's see if we can find a little one, and I think I see it right here. Oops. Come on, I see you. Yeah, that's pretty. I like you. Just a little butterfly floating along. Yeah. Nope. Not a fan. Nope. Still seems like it needs something else, but I just here put a little ticket down there. Not sure if I'm a fan of that yellow or the red word on there. I think I like that one. I don't want to cover that bird up. I also don't want to make it look like a step. Okay. That will work. All right, so this one, he's got a bit of pink in there. pink and green. Let's go. I like that one. Yeah, it's not really green background, but I think I still like it. I don't want to cover this cherub up though. I'm going to cover the cherub up. Okay. You are getting rolled back on. I need a skinnier one. Okay. Oh, yep, that'll do. Okay. All right, so this washi's got green and pink on it. So, be wonderful. And once again, we're gonna use the back of this just to glue those on. Okay. I'm okay with covering that baby up. That's fine. We will cover that baby. Baby, oh baby. We'll put that one down. Okay. Yeah, I like that one. And maybe a little something, something, something. All right, do you deserve a butterfly? Not really in there. A nice pink butterfly could be fun. I think I've got pink ones in here. Okay, I like that one. It's not the typical butterfly. It's like on its vision from the side or mid-flight or looks like he's landing on the label. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. Okay, I got one more. I got one more. Okay, so we need some washi tape here. And this looks like you could use some brown washi tape. I don't think I pulled any that are brown. But blue could be fun. It's got little daisies on there. Kind of like that. I like that. Cheerful. Oh, be nice if I glued it on the right side, right? Oops. Okay. I like it. Now I think I'm gonna get a brownish ticket. trying to read what that says. Oh, Yankee Stadium. It looked like the C was for the like the Chicago Bears, but this is going to Yankee Stadium. So I'm not sure what the C would have been for. Championship game. Tiny little print. Dodgers versus National League. Okay. Yeah, that'll work good. And we'll glue these on. So I hope you got some ideas for page extended signature ideas for your own journals. You might not have exactly what I have, but the ideas can be the same, where you can just take, you know, a thicker, one of those larger cards. And if you've gotten any digital, I'll try to remember to put this digital link in there. It's been a while since I got it. But when you go to print some of these out and they're big, sometimes you don't know what to do with them. It's nice to make a page extension using it for that. Yeah, I just had that sitting there. I thought maybe I could use it. Yeah, just use it as a page extension, or okay. I feel like I need some other color here though. I'm not quite sure. Like I said, I don't want to put, that's actually, it looks like it's a moth, not a butterfly. Wonder if I've got a green flower. I know you're saying green flower, but I do have those fern things I have. Got yellow flowers. Oh, I think I like that. Just got a little pop of color. This is kind of like, there's daisies in there. So this is kind of daisy-like. The same kind of petals. Oh my goodness, fold over. There we go. All right, so we're gonna put the leaf on the edge of the ticket and go over that. Yeah, okay, much better. Oh, I do have one left. All right. Now this one can use some bright, bright colors. And I think we'll use this. Oops, slippery sucker. Yeah, so I hope you get a couple ideas of joining pages together to extend to make a different kind of signature. That is upside down. Cherry, cherry, cherry. Of course, I got Christmas greetings. That would make no sense whatsoever. So many different colors in this. Free Christmas card sample set. Yeah, I don't think so. Why does everything say Christmas when it's red? It's the jam. I think I like that better than cherry, cherry, cherry. Well, maybe we'll find a butterfly to put on there. Okay. Yeah, it's getting definitely harder to come up with different ideas to make up my 365 stuff with, but I really should try to be a little easier on myself, because even if I do something similar to something I've done already, it's going to end up look totally different, because different pictures, and I say that all the time when I'm making these. They're different pictures. So even if you're making these page inserts, are all the same with the same formula of the hard card, and you know, most of them have the map page to them. They're all different, and they all could go in totally different journals. I think I was going to put that up higher, and it's probably not going to come off, are you? There you are, but I think I'm going to put some glue back on you since I disassembled you. Wanted that up higher because the bottom of the label is where it was empty. And thinking a purple butterfly would be fun. There's purple in there. Purple and pink go together, right? Okay. Now we're done. All right, I'm gonna pause the video for a second and clean this space up, and then I'll show you these up close and personal. All right, so once again, you would end up putting a signature page into these, having them into your journal page, keep going, signature page, and then something on the other side, taking care of it. And I'm just basically going to show you the front that I finished and not all the rest. All right, so that's the one that I did off camera. Put a little label up there. It looked a little blank, and yeah, there's that one. And then the one that we finished last. I think that purple butterfly's pretty up there. Got the pink labels. Yeah, cute. All right, and this one I think came out nice. I do like that blue trim on there. And the moth with the yellow flower. Yeah, I think it looks good. All right, so this one with the cherubs, I think that washi tape came out beautifully. It's nice that you can see that green through. The signature will be right there, but that green really ties it in. And I did try to pick some colors of the maps that did go with the pictures, because I felt that eventually whatever journal they went in, it's good that they would be fine on both sides. All right, so this one, nice little thin trim with the gold. Yeah, cute. And then last but not least, a bowl of pears, the blue ticket. That on that side. This one was the not map one, and it is from the back instead of the front. So yeah, I think they're cool. I like them. Lots of options, lots of ways, lots of different ways to put pages together to make some fun junk pages, because that's what it's meant to be, right? Just throw some stuff together. So, all right, that is going to be it for me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you that has shown up to watch the video, and hopefully if you like the video, you can give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for stopping by, and as usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.